And good evening, everybody, and welcome to Fowl Territory 292. It is Friday, December the 20th. Welcome, one and all, to the show. Yes, I am back home. So here we go. Let's see who we got out there in the comments. First one out there tonight is Ron 2A Matters, and then we have Jacob S. We have our Tech and Daughters out there. And we have Michael Dunn. And we have Senior Master Sergeant Bulldog out there in the audience. Let's see. Got Gun Hobo 62B. Got Hillbilly Up out there and in here. Jacob S. says Merry Christmas. Let's see. Got Fluffy 10mm Jeep guy. And we got Dale Pogue out there. And we got AR Patriot 1776 out there. So, and we have Chris from the 740 out there. 13 people total. I'm sure there's more coming. In fact, there is Gun Websites just jumped in. So welcome one and all. So got a little bit of a panel tonight. So let's let them in here. And let's go ahead and see what they got going on. Right now, my first panelist, he comes to us from the Keystone State. Go ahead and change your avatar.
I wasn't ready. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you have one job.
I'm slacking. Anyway. I am slacking.
So anyway, he cooks and he shoots. And he also not only shoots guns, he shoots photography also. Let's welcome Guns and Barbecue to the show.
Yeah. Oh, that is a great introduction there, Gary. Thank you so much.
Yeah, well, you're welcome. It's free.
Best things in life are free,
they say. Yeah,
that's right. I didn't say yo as well, just because Obi's not here.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't want to gimmick and fringe.
G-Web says, are you holding that baby? I'm holding a baby, but it's a baby kitty. Yeah. This is my buddy George. Yeah. So yeah, we'll talk about the baby here in a little bit, I'm sure. Thanks for being here, Guns and Barbecue. Let's introduce my second panelist. He is my neighbor to the east and to the south, or what they call the Show Me State, or the State of Misery. Yeah, he just come to us from the Georgia Shooting Connection, and he also hosts his own show on Saturday night called Guns, Beer, and Therapy. So everybody, give a big hello to Hillbilly Up.
Hey,
hello.
Buddy.
Hello, Hillbilly Up.
Great side chat out there already rocking.
I know. We got quite a bit going on out there.
Around the Christmas tree, I think.
Speaking of Christmas tree, I've got my Christmas tree. See my little Christmas tree up there on top of that shelf right next to the chickens? It's hard to see.
I'm looking.
You got the 6 chickens, and look to the left and down a little bit. You'll see about 5 lights there. That's my Christmas tree.
Oh, I see it now. Yeah.
Jacob S. says, congrats, Gary. Thank you, sir. Let's see. We've had a few of those out there. I believe Ron 2A Matters also. So a lot of people have congratulated me on the community tab or on Facebook. So thanks to everybody. Our Tech and Daughters out there. Obnoxious One is out there with the hashtag. Aha! So he is alive after all. Okay.
In that case, yo.
There you go. Go ahead and take his trademark because he's not here to defend it.
Might as well make it a dumpster fire.
Might as well.
Just for all the stuff and things that are here.
But we do have a couple Gorns coming in. So we may yet see these people. G-Webs wants to know what knives did that baby have so far. And you're in trouble, Barbecue, because, well, here's why. Let's introduce my co-host with the co-most. You have something to say before I introduce you, sir?
What did barbecue do that I should be upset about?
He used your yo.
You son of a bitch.
Oh no, I didn't just use yo. I used dumpster fire stuff and things. It was like saying Beetlejuice 3 times to get you in here, except I use all 3 your sayings.
You don't want to say
And boom,
Beetlejuice
Obi.
3 times.
You don't. You definitely don't want to say 22 long rifle 3 times.
Or Biggie Smalls.
Anyway, this guy here is my co-host with the co-most. He is the sunshine that brightens our day. He is the oracle of knowledge, the voice of reason, and the man of orange, also known as the YouTube pariah / slayer of bucks. Everybody put your hands together for Obnoxious One.
Yeah,
Nobody put their hands together. I feel
I'm doing the
unloved.
slow clap, buddy.
I feel unloved.
I did a golf clap.
You got
He's
the
not
clap?
golf.
What?
Yeah, the slow
You-
clap. That's what's on the movies. You know, that's how they
Can you
started out.
imagine Obnoxious One on a golf course?
I used to play quite a bit of golf.
Oh, yeah? What's your
Mhm.
handicap?
My swing.
Oh, okay. That's mine too. That's why I quit playing.
Mine was
I never
my
said I was
start.
any good. I just said I played a lot.
Yeah, me too.
Nope. Then I broke my hand like before the season started, and I missed that whole season. And like just when it was getting healed up, I slipped and rebroke it, and missed 2 years of playing golf, and I just really never went back to it.
Oh man. Well,
And in
let's
fact, my
see.
clubs are out in the other garage and still have the wrap on them from when we moved here.
We have Bama Dad out in the audience. We also have Mr. Bob Dabalina out there. And Weston is out there. Just Weston. This plain old Weston is out there.
Who's that guy? Does the other Weston know that some guy's coming in here claiming a Weston name? Can you
I
even
think
do
it
that?
is. They stole that Stan Musial avatar too. Let's see. Bama Dad says, the one man who makes overalls look good. Hello, hillbilly. There you go. Oh, looky here. We have Misty, Mrs. Wayne. Is
Oh,
out.
Jacob. By the way, Jacob, your knife went out on the 18th, I think. I don't know. Everything's kind of
USPS?
running. Yes,
Oh, it'll be there
Everything's-
sometime in February.
probably.
Jacob's going to have so many packages delivered to his house, his neighbor's going to think he's a drug dealer.
Everything's just kind of running together right now.
But our text says, where's the mini Wayne Christmas show at? Not on here. Not on here, man. But yep, there's we're already starting with the Glorious out there.
Can anybody guess what that is?
Sounds like a gun. It's a semi. Single action.
1911?
No.
We got Abby Finnegan out there. She says a handgun.
heard
Michael
a
Dunn
terrible
says
striker
BB
fire
gun.
Trigger. Said I heard a terrible striker fire trigger.
It's actually not that bad.
Mr.
Well,
Bob says it's a Glock.
was gonna say-
he would be wrong.
All striker fire triggers are
Oh,
terrible to me. No matter how good they are.
He wouldn't be. I
does
mean,
it have an
no.
R in the name?
Yes, it does.
That's kind of what I thought. So, all right. Abby says, not a Glock. I heard a safety.
No, she didn't hear safety. Just a
Just the
slide
sound of
running.
that trigger. Oh god.
Abby says, Ross Martin.
No.
Oh, Weston's got a good idea. He said RXM.
Yep, Weston is right.
That's what I thought.
That striker doesn't sound as bad as the SIG strikers, though. Those sound boing. SIG strikers are weird.
In the old days, I'd have you turn your camera on and show us, but
I can't. I mean, I could,
you could, but
but you'd have to start the show over again.
I mean, the four of us could watch, but that's about it. Well, it'd probably still keep going on Rumble. But let's see. Artak and Daughter says Sky. Michael Dunn
Shut
says
your-
Rossi, and you're both wrong because it's the Ruger RXM. Weston says saw an RXM in a gun store today. Didn't handle it though.
Was it Sports World Tulsa? Is that where he saw it? Because I've heard he's got a few of them.
45? Was that right?
I think he said 48, didn't he? Maybe it
48?
was 40.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. I've been up at 6 a.m. every morning this week, so
I was today, and it sucks.
it does.
Abby
Really
said
sucks when
I
you do
saw
it
a
and you just sit
couple.
out there.
I've shot a couple SIGs and didn't really like the height over bore. I never have noticed it really.
Me either.
Artek says I said Sky to be mean.
Well, it worked, son of a bitch.
I've never owned a Sky. Probably never will. Never
Mhm.
even shot one. Probably never will. I can't think of any good reason to shoot a Sky. There's too many other
You
guns
could shoot
out.
it with another gun.
There you go. I've shot high points. I've shot an Altor, and I haven't shot a Sky.
I don't know if I've ever shot. I don't think I've ever shot a high point.
Really?
You don't know what you're missing.
Oh man. Yeah, get you a high point. Give that thing a 45 degree or a 90 degree turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yo!
Oh, they make this one in Prescott, Arizona. They don't make this one by me. Make all the Marlins by me.
So we have a giveaway later in the show, and that hashtag is, of course, #FT 292
292. You're shutting it down when you get to 300?
for a chance to win. Do what?
You shutting it down when you get to 300?
I've contemplated it, yeah. I don't know. What else would I do if I didn't have this show on Friday nights?
That's true.
Go hit on Downstairs Neighbor.
Is there a new one?
Did you get a new Downstairs Neighbor?
I don't know. There's lots of downstairs neighbors. There's not just one. There are 13 apartments in this complex. And I'm on the top floor, so practically everybody downstairs.
So you're saying there's a chance.
There's always a chance. You never say never. Just not the one that you guys have in mind, but that still leaves a few. Abigail is kind of annoyed I can't reach my reloading manual right now.
Your arms suddenly get shorter or what?
I don't know how long her arms are.
Well, just
Probably
watch
longer
Kid.
than mine because I got T-Rex arms.
You got T-Rex arms. But that's all right because they match your tiny little carny hands.
I'm gonna say granddaughter probably has longer arms. Bigger
Say,
hands.
I actually touched somebody who had far smaller hands than me.
You probably don't want to announce that. But
That's
I believe that's a crime in every
She's my
state.
granddaughter.
Oh,
Thank you very much. She's a
I was gonna
baby.
say-
She's a day old.
But to make the claim far smaller hands, like maybe smaller hands, far smaller hands, I feel like that's a bit hyperbolic.
So Artak and Daughters is out there. Daddy Dutch Barbecue is out there.
Ooh, did they bring enough for everybody?
I could take some barbecue right now. Yeah. Michael Dunn says, Gizzard, high and mighty, king of the apartments. There we go. Abby says, I broke a bone in my foot and can't put pressure on it for a few weeks. I'm sorry to hear that.
So you can't do anything?
That's no bueno.
That
Can't
does
do
not
anything?
sound fun.
They didn't give you crutches or anything? You just got to sit there in your own filth?
That's what it sounds like.
And what is up, Dutch?
So, I know it's a little early for Gorn, but it's my show, and I'm going to share some.
Uh-oh.
So, for those of you who have not seen my community tab, this is my granddaughter.
That doesn't look like Gorn.
She was born yesterday. You know, people say, were you born yesterday? Well, yes, she was born yesterday. This is Maeve Joanna. Go ahead and make your comments about, was she born in 1536 or whatever?
It was 1538.
1538.
Yes.
She's as big as your head.
I dislike people who give their kids terrible names.
Aw, what's wrong with Maeve?
It's
It's a nice
like
Irish name.
Sounds like she was born in 1538. I'm going to get her one of those little plague masks. Don't want her to get the plague.
So this is my daughter's first child. And they've been married for over 16 years. Been trying to have a baby for all this time. Finally happened. So
It's awesome.
Weston says, how many grands is that for you? Well, that'd be my second. Because my son also has a daughter. I got two girls. There's a good picture of her. Look at them eyes.
She looks like she's just glaring. She's like devil dog in the camera.
Now those were then we took the pretty pictures today with the bow on her head and everything. Dressed her up for the camera. She was
Why didn't
not.
you wake her up?
Glamour stuff.
I did catch one with her mouth open. There you go. I think we finally. There she glared at me a little bit. And then I don't think she liked the light too much.
See it now.
Yeah, there's mommy with the girl, all dressed pretty much alike. So anyway, it's my chance to brag. So
Awesome.
anyway, that's where I've been the last few days because I went Tuesday night. I went to Wichita and got a hotel room waiting on this kid to be born. Supposed to have been born on Wednesday, and I had any number of people on the text saying, you have a baby yet? You have a baby yet? Nope. You have a baby yet? Nope.
Don't tell G that her favorite caliber is 9mm.
Abby says, congratulations. Thank you. Weston says, congrats, Chris Lang. Daddy Dutch, thanks to everybody. All those congratulations out there. Thank you so much. Daddy Dutch says, thank goodness she's cuter than her papa. Or hopefully that's papa. I'm not her father. I didn't show a picture of Russell. I don't think I took any of Russell. That poor guy didn't get any sleep. They're still in the hospital now, by the way.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, they went in Tuesday night at 7:30, and they've got very little sleep. And yeah, when I went over to visit today, he was crashed on the sofa they had, which he said was ungodly uncomfortable. And Abby says she needs a rifle. Artek says, where's the Gizzard Gary shirt at? She needs a Gizzard Gary shirt. That's coming. That's coming. If I could get one in a newborn size. She's a little tiny thing, but she's growing. And But yeah, she took a while to come out.
They do have the onesies at Spreadshirt, I believe.
Let's see. Daddy Dutch says Papa's my title too. 3 grandkids, 14, 10, and 6. Couldn't be happier. Abby says Gizzard Gary onesie and a Keystone cricket. You could do that. Could do. She needs a knife too.
They're baby banter. It's right there in the name.
Oh, that's a great idea. I even have one. Gosh, I don't want to give up my baby banner.
Oh, I think you're rolling in that coffee money. You can spring for her own baby banter.
Don't give up all my secrets, man.
I'm jealous. Are you kidding me?
I can get you signed up. I can get you a referral link in 2 shakes. You can get right in there. Great part about it is I get 1% of everything you make.
No, it's a pyramid scheme is what you're telling me.
I call it a Fonzie scheme. Yeah. Hey.
Hey.
Abby says small Civivi. Mr. Bob says Gerber makes it quite. Ooh, Gerber with
How they
yeah.
do.
Gerber
Yes,
baby stuff.
food
Yeah,
and
that would work too.
See, now if Gerber just made a baby banter, then you could have a Gerber baby banter.
Then we got a couple people. Daddy Dutch said that little princess needs some patches for her onesies. Abby says definitely needs patches. Who's got patches? Who's got a bunch of extra patches that they could just give somebody?
I don't.
I don't
I have a few.
Probably do.
Abby said Gerber was my EDC in Minnesota. Oh, so let's see. Let's see. Bama Dad says get that Gerber tactical battle spoon. She does need one. Does need an extra spoon around, that's for sure. But nah, that girl's gonna be a little spoiled, probably. If I have anything to do with it. G-Web says, does the baby got a patch panel? Not yet.
You are just slacking. She doesn't have a gun or a knife or a patch panel yet.
She's only a day old.
You've known she was coming for 9 months. You had 9 months to prepare.
Here, bud.
It's not like you got news yesterday that, hey, I'm pregnant and the baby's due today.
Yes,
no, you had 9 months to plan for this.
Want me to get her a GOA membership too while you're at it?
Yes.
Yeah. Lifetime.
Abby
says build her an MK18.
You probably could have gotten her one of those Desert Warrior baby banders. Have they done that in the baby
Have they done that yet?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think Civivi does any of that. You probably got to go with somebody else.
Well, Civivi doesn't sell the. You have to go Blade HQ for that.
For what?
For the Desert Warrior.
Desert Warriors.
They're all exclusives.
Nobody else can do them.
That's correct. They're trademarked.
Oh, okay.
I don't always know what I'm talking about, but this time
I can vouch for that.
Let's see.
I did not know that Blade HQ had trademarked Desert Warriors.
Let's see. They got the Elementum 2. That's it in the Civivi line. They've got Boker's Protex. Let's see. Now let's go to Desert Warrior Edition. Okay. And then who are the brands they have? Boker Flightanium, Kershaw, Best Tech, Civivi, CJRB, Demco, Victorinox. Yeah. Oh, get her little Swiss Army knife. There we go. Microtech. They actually do have a Microtech. Protec, there is a Protec.
I'm sure those are both sold out.
Actually, why am I not sharing the screen if we're going to talk about
Really?
this?
Why aren't you sharing the screen?
I don't know.
What is going? 292 episodes. That's like this is the first time.
Okay, there's a ProTech. It's out of stock. Let's see.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, I'm sure the Microtech is out of stock too. Actually, I think all the Dessert Warriors are probably out of stock. Oh, discontinued. Not just out of stock, but discontinued.
Exclusive Ultratech DEOTF. Yeah, $429. But you can, even the Swiss Army knives are out of stock. Gosh. How about
those
the
Dessert
Bokers?
Warriors go out. I bet those are out of stock too.
Okay, in stock.
them.
Let's go with in stock. Okay. Oh, the Kalashnikovs. You could get your XXL Kalashnikov. You like those.
Jesus, that thing's freaking huge. It's just a little too much, don't it?
Desert Warrior Dagger. Okay, that'd probably be the one I'd want. $64.95. The Tonto's on sale.
You should get her a baby banner.
Or they got the mini Kalashnikov. might fit her hands a little better.
You're not gonna give it to her now, are you?
Probably not.
All of it, G.
You can get an O-pen in Desert Warrior now? I didn't know that. Wow.
I'm more surprised that that's in stock.
So let's see. My dad says, have you seen the SOE diaper bag? I got one for my grandkids. Abby says, once she gets friends, get them a 60 millimeter mortar tube and practice rounds. Hey, let's play Army. Senior Master Sergeant Bulldog says, the missus says, congratulations on the new grandbaby and hello to everyone. Thank you. Weston says, what about donut operators? Thought they had a Desert Warrior. Maybe that's just the donut sprinkles. That they have the Desert Warrior and the Dessert Warrior. And I talked to somebody at Boker at SHOT Show one year, and they told me the story behind this, that when they were designing the Desert Warrior series, they were talking about it in a conference room and everything like that, and they decided to send it off. They come up with the idea, so they sent it off to somebody to make them some knives, and the knives came back, and they were all pink with sprinkles on them. They thought, what the hell? Well, somebody had wrote something down wrong on the order, and instead of desert, they put dessert.
So this isn't just something they got spelled wrong and they ran with it. Somebody actually made them.
It got spelled wrong. That they had all these knives and like, what are we going to do with these things? They said, well, let's go ahead and put them on the site and see if they'll sell. And it turned out that they were big sellers, so that's why they ended up partnering with more brands for it. But yeah, Blade HQ actually owns a trademark on that. So
I did not know that.
It started with Boker. Let's see. G-Web says Kaiser Baby Fix Blade, and then Case Double X Baby Copperhead. Case Double X Baby Doc. Abby says she also needs a Draco. Weston says,
don't get her one of those Kaiser. Don't get her one of those Kaiser harpoons, though. That'll cut the hell out of her finger.
There we go. Weston says, just get her the Flytanium Demco Desert Warrior. You got that kind of money? Yeah, I do. I got all kinds. Yeah, after I just dropped over $400 on hotel bills this week. Yeah.
You'll be fine.
Riot Baby Machine. Abby says, teach your neighborhood kids the value of teamwork. Also, how to form a shield wall. Yeah.
And what expendable means.
It's true. Baby's first switchblade, Abby says. Wow. Yeah, not sure my daughter would be really on board with a lot of this stuff. These are things we'll have to talk about when the kid's just with Grandpa. Although Dad wouldn't care. But I could talk Russell into stuff. It's Sarah I'd have trouble with.
Just tell you're the grandparent. This is how it goes. You get that kid whatever you want to get that kid. And the parents got to just deal with it.
That's right.
And that's because you had to put up with all their grief. So now you get to spoil their kid and they have to deal with it.
Still getting suggestions. CRKT Fossil. There's so many. This kid's going to end up with more knives than I
Fossil
have.
might be a little bit big for that kid.
Well, she may grow up big hands. Her dad's 6 feet tall, so if she takes after her dad, she'll be a big girl.
And Fossil's still probably a little big for her.
6 foot tall. She's going to be as tall as you by the time she's 6.
That goddamn Bacon is out there. He says, I'm no parent, but you should probably give it a few months before giving the baby's first shirksin. Bulldog says, what happens at Gramps' house stays at Gramps' house. That's exactly true. Abby says, I wouldn't recommend anything spring assisted for a baby. No. Well, you threw out the switchblade a second ago.
Mm-hmm.
Artec says 2mm pinfire pistol. We'll see. The possibilities are endless. Abby says,
Oh, I'm sure there's probably an end to them somewhere.
how do you say that? Kusarigama?
Sure.
I don't even know what that is.
Probably something Japanese.
Probably. Let's see. Bama Dad says, tons of sugar and knives over the hills we go. There you go. You know, most people have a, box for, a toy box for their kids. Comes here, she's going to have like a case.
Mm-hmm.
Have to get her one of those.
Get her a little toolbox and put all her knives in.
Oh, Abby says, I'm talking about a plastic toy switchblade to teach her knife safety. Well, there you go. Start small. Because Bacon recommended shuriken. Chris Lang says, gun safe. Wow. This is going to be an expensive kid.
Oh, yeah. It's a grandkid.
You could get her mini 14.
Now, Hillbilly knows about this grandkid stuff because he has several.
Yeah, indeed.
So, how many guns and knives do your grandkids have, Hillbilly?
Well, roughly about one. Well, probably not quite one each because some of them are still pretty young. But, they mainly stay here because they're not really quite old. Just the older few of them are old enough really to start shooting some. So,
Knives too? Do they have knives?
I haven't really given them any knives yet, I don't guess.
Jacob S. says, well, I was going to bet on that grand, but then thought of this month's expenses being too high, and it ended up going for 1,100.
Wow.
I guess he didn't get it.
Nope.
Chris Lang says, maybe there's a Fisher Price safe. Maybe. Maybe so. You never know. Abby says, as long as it's not a Liberty safe. Yeah, can't do that. Now, Bacon out there was giving me grief last time because I come into his chat saying something about Chiefs Kingdom, and man, I got jumped on big time.
Oh, no.
About how horrible the Chiefs are, and the refs and cheaters and all that stuff. So, I tell you, you win a few Super Bowls and everybody hates you all of a sudden.
Haters be haters.
Just like Patrick Mahomes is a new Tom Brady, I guess. Everybody hates him.
Yep.
Artex says, my girl started shooting at 6 with RG-22 short. I don't know. When Obi buys the toys for Tots, he doesn't throw any real guns in there.
You don't know that.
Maybe a few inexpensive pocket knives and stuff
Sprinkle.
like that.
Sprinkle a little bit of 22 long rifle around.
My first knife sharpening kit. That'd be great. Of course, in Obi's place, instead of having a playhouse for the kids, they'd have a deer stand.
Get them a shoot house is what I'd get them.
Mm-hmm.
They go out there and run CQB drills.
So you may as well learn early how to sit in a shoot house all day waiting for the deer that never comes.
No, I'm talking a shoot house, not a deer blind. I'm talking an actual shoot house where they run CQB drills and they can learn how to clear a room and how to pie the door. Do all kinds of stuff out there.
Yeah, a lot of little babies can clear.
One go high, one go low. Probably, like up until they're about 6 or so, those are the ones that are going low, and then 6 and if somebody gets a growth spurt, then maybe they're gonna go high a little earlier. But
yeah, a lot of newborn babies with full diaper, they'll clear a room too. So.
Oh, babies are definitely going low. They're definitely gonna be going low.
Prone all the time.
Maybe they put them in Overwatch.
Bama Dad says, I can't keep my eyes open. Everyone have a great Christmas and a happy and prosperous New Year. Same to you, buddy. Thanks for coming in.
Hi, Bama Dad. Merry Christmas, buddy.
Chris Lang says the boss had a blind in the front yard for the kids. It was hilarious. That would be all right. Abby says Grand is definitely a rifle I'd like to get at some point. Also an AR-180 and an AR-16. I don't know if Stoner ever made any AR-16s that aren't select fire. I also haven't been able to find any online. Bulldog says flashbangs for newbies. They could have all kinds of fun with those.
Stoner, I think we all went to school with that kid.
I knew some stoners. Yeah. Wonder if they're in the same family. All right, so what else is going on? Let's see. Snob's not here. We could talk about Snob.
We have to.
Yeah, something about having to go out to dinner tonight. Some lame excuse.
Yeah, I like the flashbangs.
Yeah, I kind of like that too. But yeah, so I was kind of being in a hotel room for 3 days, I was kind of out of touch as to what's going on in the community, although I did have my iPad with me, but I was pretty much keeping track of the text I was getting from either my daughter or from everybody else wanting to know, you got a kid yet? Got a kid yet? Got a kid yet? And finally, I got to tell everybody, yes, we got a kid. Yay. Our text says, baby's first Claymore. Yeah, don't buy him clay, buy him a Claymore. There you go. I'm sure I will end up buying this kid some stuff that I'll get in trouble for later. But that'll just have to happen, I suppose. I'll try to make sure that she goes home with all her digits and everything. So, Jacob, shot fired. Let's see. Well, Obi-Wan still hasn't mailed that yonder, has he?
I told him when I came on that I had mailed it on the 18th.
Yep, it's on way, buddy. It's over yonder.
Man, mails just seem to be really slow. Has been for a while, it seems like.
How are the knife videos doing, Obi? Are you getting any more traction on your videos?
No.
It's too bad because you had a really nice looking knife there. Oh, we got Fuku YT out there. Michael Dunn says, boom. Abby says, like I said before, it's called snail mail for a reason. That's true. Oh, we also have Alaska One. Andy is out there.
Hey, Andy.
He come all the way from Alaska. That's a long ways. I would like to remind everybody real quick. Let's see. Jacob S. says, I couldn't hear in the beginning. I was in a hockey game. Guess I didn't hear you say that. You're playing hockey? Oh, shoot. Just a reminder that Gear Websites is your source for every second matters. Gun channels, gear, ammo ID, and more. They have patches, stickers, and other items, and every Friday is Free Patch Friday. And today's Friday, by the way. That means today is Free Patch Friday. And all that when you buy cool stuff at GearWebsites.com.
GearWebsites.com is your source for firearms-based playing cards and books. We also have mugs, shirts, and posters with designs that we've made live. Of course, we have patches. Every Friday is Free Patch Friday. We appreciate your support. Thank you for shopping at GearWebsites.com.
Here's a thought for you. If you got anybody, last minute Christmas gifts or people you just couldn't come up with a gift, go to GearWebsites.com. Maybe you could buy them a cool patch or something like that. And then you'd get one for yourself too.
There, you can buy yourself one and give them the free one, huh?
Well, you could do that too. So, Jacob says, no, I was watching a local hockey game. Our team won 6-2. Okay. Our tech and daughter says it took 4 days to get mail from Chattanooga, and I live 25 miles from there. Yeah, but it probably had to go all the way to Albuquerque and then come back. That's usually the way that stuff works.
Yeah.
G-Web says guaranteed shipping before the end of 2024. Or our mail rates going up next year. That could very well happen. You know what the cost of a forever stamp is now?
73 cents or 74 or what was it? 70. Yeah, we
73 cents.
Yeah, so we just bought a roll of 100 and I like to fell over.
Isn't that crazy?
My Gosh.
Misty says we send out just Christmas cards and people still haven't got them.
Oh, yeah.
G-Web says, what? 73 cents? Yeah.
Mhm.
Just for a basic stamp to mail a letter. 73 cents. Gotta pay these postal workers, man.
Yeah, the first roll they handed, I don't remember what was on it, but I'm like, if I'm paying this much, give me one with American flag. I'm like, I'm not, at least give me a cool one, for $70-some.
Abby says stamps were a lot cheaper when I was a kid. Oh, yeah. G-Web says it was 5 cents for most of my life, then 10 cents, then a quarter was nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember 5-cent stamps.
Yeah.
These young bucks like Guns and Barbecue, they're like, stamps were never 5 cents.
I believe I have some Elvis
honestly
stamps that's 10 or 15 cents.
I don't even pay attention to what stamps cost because I just buy forever stamps, and so when they go up, I don't even know.
Yeah, but in those days, there weren't such thing as forever stamps.
That is true.
See, Jacob S. says, well, stamps are now 73 cents each. I got some 4 years ago for 55 cents. Should have bought a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, you think about it now, like, even though they're 73 cents a piece now, like, just go buy a shitload of forever stamps now, because, I mean, they're only going to keep going up.
Yeah, I mean, that would be a really good, money maker for like your grandkids, because, then as they keep going up, they could, sell them at a lower price, each. They might be getting $2 a piece for them one of these days.
Bulldog says, what kind of stamp do you use on email?
I don't know.
I'm glad we don't have to pay for emails. That's for darn sure.
If our government was in control, we would be.
Probably.
And it'd take longer to get there.
Abby says, I know things were cheaper. My grandpa Bill bought a shotgun and ammo for 5 bottle caps in 1930. Wow. Wish you could do that now. G-Web says, you can't ship yourself in a giant box cheaper than an airline ticket anymore. No. Buku says, how much does tramp stamps cost? I don't know. I've never had one.
Depends. Are you getting one or are you paying somebody who has one?
Oh, yeah. Are you renting or buying? Yeah, that's the question. Abby says, give it time and emails won't be free. Well, I hope you're wrong.
Yeah, I think tramp stamps are expensive if you buy them.
But some things in life are free. Did you know that? It's true.
Most things in life are free.
Some things in life are free. Creepy crawling things are generally free. And sometimes they even come with extra stuff.
Do you have cockroaches, Gary?
Don't believe me? Just listen.
Lizard Larry's got something for you, Lizard Larry. Gonna give it to you, Lizard Larry. Gonna give it to you. Large prostate won't slow him down, chasing grandmas all over town. Got a sidekick named George the Cat. Lizard Larry's got something for you, Lizard Larry. Gonna give it to you, Lizard Larry. Gonna give it to you.
See? I told you. And if you think that was scary, just check this out.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Children of all ages, it's that time of the show where we give stuff away. In tonight's giveaway portion of Fowl Territory, we're going to have all sorts of stuff and things to give away, folks. So get those typing fingers ready, and we're going to see what we're giving away. Gizzard, what do we have tonight for this wonderful audience?
Well, what the heck happened? Somebody took me off of full screen. All right. Let's see what we can come up with for free. Since we got Lizard Larry in here, we got to do this up good. Let's start off with the Gizzard Gary channel sticker. Almost as big as my head. Beard not included. We've got the Fowl Territory thumbnail sticker. And just so you can see in the dark when you're going after those lizards, we have the XS sights. Fastest sights in any light. That's pretty fast, by the way.
Fast as fuck, boy.
We have a sticker here from Live Free Armory, which is not only hard to remove, it's hard to put on, isn't it, Hobie?
Mm-hmm.
It's not scored on the back. And from our friend DM Foss, we have the Hell No Kitty sticker. We have the Papa Smurf sticker. And we have the red version of Obi's favorite Haterade. Everybody ought to have the Haterade. This flavor is called Malice. Okay, so we have a sticker from Tacdum. Shall not be infringed. That ought to be for Night Strike. Heck yeah. Shall not be infringed. We have the All Communist Are Bastard sticker from Big Daddy Unlimited. And we have this sticker from Saltwater Arms. Mixes well with water. And we have the 10th anniversary We Knife Civivi Scent Cut sticker. We have a tiny little sticker here from Stroop Knives. Also a tiny little sticker here from Palmetto State Armory. I'm sure you've heard of them. They have palmettos. And then we have the Passawa Daguerre. Did I pronounce that right, Obi?
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Pretty close? Okay. He'll allow it. All right. Cool. All right. Well, let's go to the patches, folks. Everybody likes patches, right? How about the 2024 NRA Dallas patch from Palmetto State Armory? We have the old school Anderson Manufacturing patch. That's a collector's item now. We have the Dipmus patch. We have the AAC, America's Ammunition Company patch. And we have the Saber patch. And we have the Panther patch, or however you pronounce it on any given week. I see George Cortez out there. Wow. And finally, we have a patch from Palmetto State Armory, because why not? Now, also, the winner is going to get this fine collection, not just one, but a whole package of coasters from EAA. EAA Garrison, first in value and quality. Yeah. Put those on your coffee table. That'll impress people who come by to visit. That's for sure. And a prize that is so good that I can't give you just 1, 2, 3. I have to give you 4 of them. Of these IWI zipper pulls. Cool. And of course, the winner also gets the official Gizzard Gary pin, complete with the protective covering that you'll take off so it won't be bluish green cast. And let's not forget, tonight's winner also gets the cleaner and lubricant combo kit from our sponsors. These guys right here, Aegis Gun Care. And just in time for the giveaway, let's welcome aboard another panelist who comes to us all the way from Western North Carolina, up west. Our man in law enforcement, let's welcome aboard Sarge C4 Defense.
Do it now.
Do it now?
Do it now.
Well, I
Hey,
haven't even
Sarge.
put the giveaway on the screen yet.
Oh, okay.
Let's see how many people we've got entered. We got 23 people entered. According to StreamYard, we have 29 on the YouTube side, 6 on X right now. M. Gabriel has joined us. Ozzy Osbourne is out there. We got quite a few. So, Obi, do we wait on them or do we draw?
Do it now.
All right. It did get to 25 right before we drew. So who's going to be this week's winner? It's going to be Abigail Finnegan. All right.
Congratulations, Abby.
Abby Finnegan, are you still out there? Winners must be present to win. She's been
Yeah,
there all
good.
night, so surely she's still there.
You're gonna have to walk to the front of the stage, collect your prize, though.
What'd you say it was, like 30 seconds?
There
it a
she
minute?
is.
There you go.
There she is. We have a winner. So, there's a proof. All right. So, she is officially the Wiener Aegis Cleaner. So, congratulations to the winner of this week's Fowl Territory prize giveaway. Please email me your mailing address. I've probably got your mailing address, but just to make sure I've got the right one, send that to winner@gizzardgary.com, and I will also share that with the good folks at Aegis Gun Care so they can send your stuff. And congrats. Jacob says, been a while for Abigail winning. It has been a while.
That's because Jacob's always winning.
Well, that's true. Yeah, Jacob wins everything. If he doesn't win mine, he wins everybody else's drawings too. I tell you, he's going to have to build onto that house and have a room for all his swag and stuff that he's won. All right, so Sarge, what's going on?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Get ready for Christmas.
Christmas. That's right. Christmas is coming. Although I don't know that I'm doing anything for Christmas this year.
I think you've got a little extra shopping to do, don't you?
Probably. Probably. Although I don't know. I don't know if the kids are doing anything for Christmas or not. Their life is pretty much full right now with that girl. Right now they still have a house full of people they need to get rid of. I guess they're going home on Sunday. And then it'll be just the 3 of them and they can relax.
Mm-hmm.
Jacob S. says, I already have shoe boxes full because I don't have a patch panel or sticker wall yet.
Jacob, go to Dollar Tree, get the cheap little rugs that they have there for doormats, and use those. They're amazing for putting your patches on. They're $1.25. It's perfect.
Abby says,
What
"Yay!"
kind of?
It's I'm sorry.
I
Go
was
ahead.
gonna say, what kind of rug?
Just those. So, you know the
Like a doormat.
yeah, it's like a doormat rug thing. Like really nice ones that are thick, to catch all the dirt and debris that are on your shoes. They have ridges on them. Well, Dollar Tree has these ones that are flat, similar material, and super thin. But patches stick to them really well. But then if you want to ever rearrange the patch panel, they come off really easy as well. So you're not tearing up the hook on the backside. So Patriot in the Dark actually discovered them somehow and shared that little fun fact. And ever since then, that's all I get for my patches.
Well, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah. And
That's
plus,
Dollar
again,
Tree.
yeah, at $1.25 a pop, like you can't beat it.
There
That's
you
pretty
go.
cool.
Must be going to the $1.25 tree.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
the only thing that
inflation
stinks
for
about
you.
them is the edges are rounded instead of square. But I mean, that's my only complaint.
George Cortez says, I need a patch panel for my patches. I don't have a ton of them, but I've gotten some from channel members and my patch batches that I ordered. Yeah. Everybody ought to have. How many patch panels do I have in here? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's one behind me on the wall, so there's 5. I started off with a little 8.5 by 11 picture frame that I put a piece of felt in. That was my first one. All right, so
I've got 10.
10 patch panels? Wow.
4 of them are those doormats from Dollar Tree, and then 6 of them are ones that I had gotten off of Amazon, which the ones that I got off of Amazon are really nice, but at $15 a pop, they're a little pricey, and the patches, they just don't come off nearly as easy as they do on the Dollar Tree material. But size-wise, they're about the same.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get rid of that because we got this coming here.
Ladies and gentlemen, now it is time for you to send your Gorn to Gizzard or Gorn at gizzardgary.com. It's time for Show Us Your Gun.
Does it every time.
Next time you play that, you should slow it down by 25%. Play it at like 0.75. Just try it.
Drunk.
I definitely should.
Let's all go to the email. Let's all go to the email. Let's all go to the email and find ourselves some Gorn.
You haven't heard that in a while, have you?
Almost seems like I should put a copyright on that.
Almost seems like you should, right?
Go ahead and do it. I think YouTube has a box where you can check that.
Okay, so the first Gorn we've got to show tonight is from Jacob. Let's put it on the screen here. And he says, I don't know who sent me this, but the return address was Chicago.
Is that OB?
No.
Oh. Mike? That's the only guy I know from Chicago.
It's like a lot of people in Chicago.
Apparently, there's only one person.
Just one. He said deck of cards for reference. Okay. Well, that's interesting. You've got friends out there from Chicago.
I don't know. He got a naked Santa in a Speedo. I don't know if he got any friends out there. Got somebody that's got his email or his address though.
Yeah. Right, let's see. Not that's the only thing in there. Believe it or not, that's the only thing I have in the mailbox right now. If you want to send in some Gorn for the program,
What
there's
is wrong
still
with people?
there's still time. Send that to Gorn@gizzardgary.com. All right. But luckily, I do believe we have some stuff out here in the text that we can take a look at here. Let's take a look at this from Obi. I think you've heard of Obi. And he sent us this. We may have heard this earlier this evening.
Boom.
So tell us about this fine pistol.
I'm the first 10 to have one of those.
So how does it shoot?
No, you weren't.
The picture evidence says so.
You were the second one.
Nope, picture evidence says I was the first.
Have you had it out on the range?
No, I have not. I have not been out to the range with it yet. Been busy hunting deer.
I could tell you that it shoots like a Gen 3 Glock.
Does it? You just fire them off across the...
The only thing it needs, and this is in all seriousness, the trigger's not bad at all. I think I'm just gonna take it out and polish it, just like a little 25-cent trigger job, and I think it will be perfectly fine.
Yeah,
it really doesn't need much.
That trigger's not bad. It's got a lot of take up in it, but
Look, there's another one.
Yeah, I was surprised. It's pretty good value when you start looking at everything you get.
Okay, let's see. We also have from somebody who isn't even here from the Gun Snob. And he is sharing this little number right here. It says Strybog SP, what is that, 10A3 or is that what that is? I guess so. Precariously balanced.
We'll
go good on that.
What's that?
Kraken would have gone good on that. Optic.
probably would have.
Because that's a tiny little optic for that.
On a riser.
What in the world does he have on there?
So you don't have to, so you can see it.
Yeah. Probably too sitting down on the rails too low to really shoulder and get your head down there.
This is a nice looking little thing. Weston says 10 millimeter. I do believe it did say so on there. 10 millimeter auto. Bald and Curious is out there. Not just bald and not just curious. He's both. I see that we have Coop out there. C&T Designs and Arms. My brother, how's you and the crew? We're doing well. Hope you are also. Jacob
Hey,
says
Coop.
everyone shared all the Gorn they have. Really? So are we all gorned out? Maybe I will have to end this at 300 if everybody showed all their Gorn. Surely people will get Gorn for Christmas, so maybe next time.
What are you
Maybe
going to do
next-
for your anniversary episode?
Do what?
What are you going to do for your big anniversary episode coming up?
Which big anniversary episode? The 300?
Yeah,
Well, no.
it's only 8 away.
Well, I traditionally do every 100 episodes, I do my award show where I tell who's been here the longest and all that stuff. George wants to know, where do you send Gorn pics at? You send them to gorn@gizzardgary.com. Just like that. GORN@gizzardgary.com.
Or they could send it to your phone number.
I don't have a phone. They're expensive. Chad Kelly says, good evening, folks. Been listening for a bit. Preloading mags for my match Sunday. I figure the cold will be unpleasant. Got the first 5 stages ready to go. Jacob says, sent you another one. Oh, really? You did. Okay, so Jacob has a picture and a question. So first the picture, and then the question. I won these on that auction. Does anyone know how to date them?
Hold on. What we got? I don't think you can date the clips. I don't know.
I mean, it's-
maybe able to, but I don't think you can date the clips. They may have a serial number on them or some kind of stamping on them or something.
I'm gonna say buy a nice bottle of wine, light some candles.
It's not that kind of date. Just take it up to Burger King.
G-Web says, I don't date ammo, I date girls. Maybe ask them what movies they like. Bald and Curious, he says, why would you want to date ammo? Women are a better choice.
I don't know. The ammo's probably cheaper.
I was about to say, I think the ammo's cheaper and it's not gonna give you a bunch of crap. Like the ammo is gonna encourage you to buy more guns.
May very well be true. Jacob says, I mean like the age of the ammo. Oh, that's what you mean.
Oh.
I got it. I got it now. That's a whole
I feel
different
like-
story.
I am such a dunce.
Yes, you are.
Agreed.
I would say the age of that ammo is old. That was free.
I once heard if you pull the bullet and dump out all the powder and look down inside the round with a magnifying glass, it's actually dated down in the rim.
I don't think that's going to be happening.
I don't think so either.
It's stamped down inside the casing.
No, that is all bullshit.
Okay.
So we got another picture here. This is from Senior Master Sergeant Bulldog. And he says he doesn't really say anything about it. Just says Gorn. So there's your Gorn.
Probably zoom in on it. Probably. I can't read it.
I can't either, tell you the truth. Jacob S. says there's red tip, silver tip, black tip, and ball rounds. Okay. And then we have this from Chris Lang. And it is a knife.
What we got there? Ooh, Harley Davidson. Is that a Harley paint? No, that's not.
It's from TechX. Very cool. All right. Bulldog says, I built it for the Willie Bullet Man giveaway. Oh, that's a while back. Chris Lang says, Harley edition. Yep. That is for sure. I do believe that's probably about it for Gorn, unless we got some more coming in here in a little bit. So what else is going on, guys? Anybody else have grandkids besides me?
Nope, you're the only person ever with grandkids.
Oh, new ones.
I gotta say, Hillbilly's got a whole slew of them. Well, you got 7?
Yeah, 7.
That's what I thought you said. Yeah. So I got some catching up to do.
I'll take 7 more though.
Don't say that. Watch it happen all in 1 year. I don't believe I'm having any more. I think this is it for me. So
It's not up to you.
well, from what I've been told, my daughter and her husband aren't having any more. This is it. And unless my son gets with somebody, I don't think that's going to happen. We got Drifted Cowboy out there. That's all I want to do is talk about our rapid descent into third world communism. Is that happening?
Man, all that rapid. It's been taking a little while.
Yeah.
Just give it time.
Oh, but there's all kinds of promise coming up next year, though. Got a new administration, new Congress.
I think it's going to improve.
You do or you don't?
I do.
Yeah, I do too. I don't know if it'll be rapid or market or anything like that, because it just doesn't work that way. But I think it'll turn that way. Let's put it that way. Time will tell. We still have, today's December the 20th. We still have 1 full month to ride this out. And I saw something on X today that says Joe Biden was considering pardoning all the federal death row inmates. Yeah. Sounds like a great idea, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I think at some point there should be some checks and balances because this is getting out of control. Because what if a person just wanted to pardon just everyone, just don't even have a limit to it? I mean, would that be possible? Seems like at some point there has to be some sort of balance to all this.
Chris Lang says that's a joke, right? Not from what I read. See if it's still trending out there on X.
And
Okay.
that
President
makes no
Joe
sense.
President Joe Biden is reportedly considering commuting the sentences of nearly all of the 40 inmates on federal death row, a move
Okay.
that could shift their sentences from death to life imprisonment. This consideration includes notorious figures like Boston Marathon bomber Zorkar Sarnev and Charleston church shooter Dylan Roof. The Wall Street Journal has noted this as a potential policy shift, which, if enacted, would mark a significant change in how the federal government deals with capital punishments. Not an outright pardon, but commuting the sentences.
Okay. Still not right, but I get it. It's a little better.
Let's see. We got Ron 2A Matters says, I have 7 grandkids. One is 18, one of them 17, one of them 14, an 8-year-old, a 4-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 2-year-old. Wow. That's a lot of them. My oldest is 12. So if I hang around much longer, well, I'm going to say just be another 5 or 6 years, I could be a great grandfather. Never know.
Oh gosh.
She lives in Arkansas too.
You become a great grandpa, somebody's going to say that you're old.
Probably. Drifted Cowboy says, what if they plan to prevent him from taking office? Presume we're talking about Trump? Nah, I don't see that happening. That would spark such outrage. I don't see that happening. Evidently, we got some more Jacob pictures out here. Okay. Let's take a look at some more Gorn, courtesy of Jacob. So what kind of ship is he going to send us? Aha. See what I did there? How about a pic of a landing ship tank?
That's some big Gorn right there.
Yeah, it's a big one. Okay, and then we've got more.
But wait, there's more.
There's more. Okay, so on this one, he says, how about the USS Bowfin in Pearl Harbor? Bowfin or Bowfin? Taken last year.
That USS Missouri's over in Hawaii too, ain't it?
Missouri's in Hawaii?
The boat is USS Missouri.
It's so confusing.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Hillbilly, speaking of which, what ship do you reckon this is?
Don't wreck the ship.
That is the Battleship Missouri in Pearl Harbor from last year.
Mm-hmm. That's from the Show Me State.
Well, I just showed you.
Yep.
All right, so we got some Gorn from George Cortez. Let's take a look. See what we got here. He says, my babies, Glock 22, 40 Smith & Wesson, Spikes Tactical AR-15 mid-length FNH heavy barrel. So, must have another picture here. Yep, we do. There it is. Let me size it so we can see it a little better. There we go. Here's the second picture. Very nice. That's what I call Gorn, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. We got some more Jacobs. And he says on this one, and from the deck, there's some big guns on that bad boy.
Yeah. Four stern wheels in front.
Yeah, and they got them mounted funny, don't they? Be hard to steer, that's for sure.
The backseat driver.
Uh-huh. And another. He says, and from the pier. That's Hillbilly's battleship right there.
You can bring home a link of that chain for a souvenir. Man,
Just wanted to go out there and grab a chunk of it.
Bet it's heavy.
My goodness.
I'll bet it's heavy.
I hate me to do that, tie that to the dock.
Weston says, got a drop. Hope everyone has a very Merry Christmas.
Merry
M.
Christmas.
Gabriel says, why does the Mighty Mo give me state pride? Michael Dunn says, are we playing Battleship? C8.
Or
I remember
C4.
that game.
Sarge says C4.
Chad Kelly says, I'm way behind you folks. I don't even have regular kids. No way I'll ever have grandkids. Hell, I'm still single. Well, that works. Let's see. Drifted Cowboy a way back. He says, did you see COVID coming? No. Did you see drones coming over us mill airspace? No. Didn't see any of that stuff. Okay. Well, anybody got anything else we can talk about for the show ends? Nothing?
Nope.
All right. Well, let's do this then. Let's do this. Let's go to. They've moved everything in StreamYard, so if I'm a little slow switching up here, It's because they've moved things around on me. We're going to go to our last segment of the show, and that is called "What Did You Learn?" So I'm going to ask each of my panelists what they learned this evening, if anything, and then give them a chance to plug whatever they got or talk about whatever they want to talk about. So let's start with Obnoxious One. What did you learn?
I learned that it's bedtime.
You
Fair
sound
enough.
sleepy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
me
am
too.
sleepy.
What you got coming up besides waking up tomorrow?
Getting up tomorrow early. That's what I got coming up. I don't know. I'll probably film the video on this RXM next week. I'm not sure when I'll get. I'm going to try and film it next week. And then, of course, we'll have to wait until YouTube says that it's, not violating any community guidelines, and then we can upload it.
Alrighty. Alrighty. Well, thank you for being here. Thank you for waking up and coming on the show with us tonight.
I think I'm gonna bail.
You're gonna bail?
I'm
Alrighty.
gonna bail.
Alrighty. Have a good evening.
Night,
See you
fellas.
later. Good night. Let's go ahead and go with Hillbilly Up. What did you learn?
I learned that probably Jacob put a bid in on ammo and a rifle, and only won the ammo bid.
Oh. What have you got coming up? You got some stuff coming up, don't you?
Yeah. We got tomorrow night. We got Guns, Beer, and Therapy, 9:00 Central, 10:00 Eastern. And if y'all ain't done nothing, swing by. It will be the last Guns, Beer, and Therapy before Christmas. And then on Tuesday night, Christmas Eve, we do a VIP chat every Tuesday night that's just closed, just to the VIPs, but we're going to open it up for everybody Tuesday night. So anyway, looking forward to a lot of fun and a great Christmas and a Happy New Year.
All right. Same to you. Thank you for being here. Let's go to Sarge. Sarge, what did you learn?
Wasn't really here all long enough to learn much. I got here late.
Well, that's fair. Well, you can tell us about what you got coming up.
Well, actually, I went over to the range the other day and I was doing some test footage, and some of it I'll use, but I was working with my drone that I picked up, and I was having a good time with it. I think it's going to work out pretty good. So
Awesome.
that's
All
it.
right.
I got to start doing some drone stuff on the range.
Well, look forward to that. That could be, well, definitely different because you haven't done anything like that. So, and you've got a pretty good size range. So, ought to be something to look forward to. Can't wait to see it. Alrighty. Well, thank you for being here. And then we've got this last minute panelist. I guess he can say hi and bye at the same time. Let's welcome aboard Rich White.
Hello.
Unloaded Media Channel.
I just walked in the front door. I was at my daughter's watching the Notre Dame game.
Oh.
Watch
Well,
them
then-
dominate Indiana.
Then you can tell us what you learned.
That Indiana wasn't as good as people made them out to be. But but here's the thing. Going into the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter, it was 27-3 Notre Dame. The final score was 27-17. They scored 14 points in the last 2 minutes of the game, Indiana did.
Wow.
But Notre Dame had already put in substitutions. So I don't know how much that.
But it still made them nervous.
Oh, I bet it did.
Oh,
The
yeah.
really stupid thing Indiana did, they had a 4th and 1 in Notre Dame territory with like 5 minutes left in the game, and they punted.
Wow. All right. What have you got coming up?
Oh, I got the Christmas Eve show on Tuesday night before Hillbilly. goes live with his members only chat.
Then there's something coming up on Christmas Day, right? Isn't
Oh,
there a
yeah.
football game?
Yeah, Steelers hosting the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
That should
Is-
be interesting.
Is Mahomes
We may
gonna
have to have an off-air watch party or something like
Uh-huh.
that.
No,
Oh, yeah.
serious question: Is Mahomes going to be able to play?
I don't know. Guess
I don't
we'll
know if you
find
guys
out.
heard any updates, from your local.
I have
news or
not.
anything.
Hillbilly may have.
I hadn't talked to him today or yesterday. I did get his Christmas card.
All righty. Well, thank you guys for being here. I just got a notice from G-Webs that the weekly 2A wrap-up is going to be live in 30 minutes. Make sure and go over there after this is over to the gun websites or the Daily Gun Show YouTube channels and check that out. So, I guess I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye to everybody, and thanks for watching Fowl Territory, whether you watched on YouTube or on X or even out there on Rumble. I'm glad you watched. Or if you're watching a replay at a later time, thanks for checking out the show. Thanks to everybody who was on the panel tonight, and thanks to everybody out there in the chat for contributing to the show. Everybody who sent in Gorn, thanks to you, and for all my channel members who are scrolling across the screen at the moment, thanks to you for your support of the channel. I certainly do appreciate it. By the next time that we visit, it'll be Christmas, so I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. Hope you, if you're traveling to go see family, be safe going and coming home, and enjoy your time, enjoy the holiday, and come back and see us when the show's over. We will be back on the 27th of December with Fowl Territory 293, and that will be the last episode of this year. So that'll be the final one of the season, so we might do some special stuff on there. So anyway, let me go ahead. I want to remind everybody before we get off here that if anyone tries to infringe on your right to keep and bear arms, as always, before Christmas, after Christmas, or anytime, give them the bird. That's right. So thanks for all the congratulations out there. Certainly appreciate it. It's always nice to have a bigger family. Always nice to be here with my family of YouTube people also. So anyway, have a Merry Christmas, everybody. This is Gizzard Gary. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. And give everybody else a real quick chance to say goodbye before we end the stream.
Bye-bye.
We'll see y'all. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, what he said
See
too.
ya.
Good night, everybody.